Wake up, babe. World's news dropped. So, as someone who is competing in the World Championships this year, this information is super pertinent to me, and as a spectator, it should be super pertinent to you. But if you were someone who is also competing, well, let's go through it. Today, we actually finally got our structure for the 2018... Wait, what year are we in? 2022 Pokemon TCG World Championships. Until now, we did not know what the 4-day structure was. We were simply told there would be a day 1, a day 2, a day 3, question mark, and then a day 4, which would be Final Sunday, which is always expected to be Final Sunday. I don't think that anyone expected anything different about Final Sunday. So that's what, we were told. Like, that's what we'll be getting. So far and beyond, we're going to start by looking at the qualification, everything of that, and we'll go into the nitty-gritty and talk about what I think will happen and what my speculation is with everything. First and foremost, if you guys see this 550, I'm pretty sure it's a typo because this table looks like it was copied and pasted from the 2019 season. So I think this is a typo for sure. If it's not fixed by like the end of the week, I think we're allowed to riot. So do your own thing in that regard. But anyway, the difference between a day 1 and a day 2 system was that there is players who are automatically advancing to the second day of the World Championships based on merit of their standing. In previous years, it was normally the top 16 from US and Canada, top 22 from Europe, top 8 from Latin America, and top 8 from the Oceania rating zone. Now, this number was inflated due to seniors aging up, due to years being shifted around, weird things happening. So they extended that invite number to 32 for the US and Canada region, 44 to the Europe region, 16 to Latin America, and 12 to Oceania. But, however, only the original numbers would be getting a paid trip. I will be getting a paid trip. I am proud to announce that I was the 16th place in North America. By the skin of my teeth, I was able to scrape in. Everything that could have gone wrong almost went wrong at NAIC, so I was really sweating. And, thank God it didn't. Thank God it didn't. So I will be moving into this portion. And then we also have the players from Japan, South Korea, and Asia Pacific getting Thursday invitations, as well as their day 2 invitations by their own systems, play system, whatever, which I don't know. I'm doing a little bit more research onto that right now so I can get some more clarity. So, yeah. Also, these cards are banned. Don't really understand. So here's the nitty-gritty. This is what the important stuff you guys need to know is. Check-in will be on August 17th, 5 through 8 p.m. British Standard Time. That is when we get our swag bags. That's when we get our player kits, our all that stuff. And I believe that by 8 p.m. on Wednesday, day 1 competitors must submit their list on Arcanine Labs. So if you are a day 1 Pokemon TCG Worlds competitor, when you go to check in, I would highly recommend having something ready to go. You don't have to go check in at 5 o'clock. You could go check in at 5 o'clock and then come back and finalize your 60. But my recommendation is by the time you go to check in and pick up your swag bag, have something submitted. Have your rough draft, rough idea, something seated, ready to go, because you want to be able to, be ready to go. Players who earned a day 2 invitation may check in anytime Wednesday evening or Thursday until 3 p.m. So if you're a day 2 competitor like me, you don't need to go rush that line on Wednesday. You don't need to go do anything. I do think you should go check in on Wednesday, however, because I like to watch the opening ceremony, and it's like probably the most, I don't know, it like brings me to tears, like genuinely, because of how much I love Pokemon. So the opening ceremony is like the coolest thing for me, and I would like to get my badge so I can enter the venue on Thursday. So, but if you're not someone who's like sentimental like me, if you're not someone who cares about getting there early or whatever, or travel restrictions exist for you, show up anytime Thursday, pick up your bag, do what you got to do. Deck lists for players competing on day 2 must be submitted online with Arcanine Labs by 8:45 a.m. on Friday, August 19th, which means if you qualify from day 1 to day 2, you are allowed to switch decks, and you have to submit something new by 8:45 a.m. the following day. So that means that day 2 players, you don't have to do anything till 8:45 a.m. on Friday, August 19th, besides checking in. Day 1 players, 8 p.m. Wednesday, August 17th. Keep that in the back of your mind as you're going into everything. Player meeting will happen on Thursday. There will be a player meeting for all divisions with a day 1 invite at 9:30 a.m. on Thursday, August 18th. Given that there will be an opening ceremony, given that a lot of stuff will go down, and then you'll be showing up and you'll be doing the opening, your thing or whatever. You have to be at the player meeting. You'll probably be seated in your round 1 pairings, more than likely, and then you will play. like almost certainly. And then for day 2 players, if you make it that far, if you're already there like me, it's Friday, August 19th at 8:45 a.m. It should be easy. You should be in your seats anyway. So the way the tournament works is it's not the traditional Swiss system. It is Swiss, but it's not the traditional Swiss system. All players with day 1 invitation will play Swiss rounds. You have to reach a required amount of match points to advance from day 1 to day 2. It is not like a 6-2-1 match record. It is something very different. If there are 4 rounds, you need 6 match points. If you have 5 rounds, you need 9 match points. You see a pattern here? It's X2. You are allowed 2 losses. Any more than 2 losses, or a combination of 2 losses and ties, you are eliminated from the event. Keep that in mind. When you are picking your deck, when you're preparing for the event, 3 ties, that's 2 losses. 3 ties is enough. But if you start with a loss, keep in mind that after a loss, every single tie at that point is also a loss, effectively. So keep all of that in the back of your mind as you're going into the tournament, as you're preparing, as you're figuring out your deck choice. I presume that you guys will have 8 rounds with a 6-2 record advancing with the amount of people that will show up. Maybe 7. I think we've never hit 9. I don't want to misspeak, but I think 9 is like very rare to hit. But day 1 typically hovers around the 7-8 round mark. So be ready to play 7 to 8 rounds of Pokemon, having to go 5-2 or 6-2. You've done it before. To even get these points, you can do it again. And then in Friday, we will be moving on to day 2, which will just be a traditional Swiss into a top cut. Now, what I don't know personally, is that it is saying that we will play a new set of Swiss rounds to be completed over Friday and Saturday. It's a completely new tournament, so if you made it from Thursday to Friday, congratulations, you're here, you get to play. Thursday is out of the books. This is a new tournament, we're starting fresh. You get to run it back from the beginning. Basically, it's just saying that Friday into Saturday we're playing new rounds. But what the question is are we doing like a 5+3 if there's 8 rounds of Swiss? Are we doing a 9+5 because we're assuming we're going to get that kicker? Traditionally, day 2s have been below 128 players. But we have, because of the double number of qualifications, automatically, we have been given, I don't know, I think it was like 44, 32, 16, 12, putting us somewhere right around 100, I want to say, like guesstimating, of players that have auto-qualified from our 4 major regions. Now, that is not including the Asia-Pacific circuit and all that stuff. I have heard a strong but a strong information from one Japanese player I talked to, saying that there would be close to 100 competitors attending for day 2 from Japan. Now, I don't know if that's accurate. We talked about the math and why that makes sense, and I still don't fully understand that, but the logic here is that they are awarded 16 day 2 invites at their national championships each year, and they've played their national championships every year, including during COVID. So they have 3 years of national championships invites. So that's 48 players, and then about 40% of those existing invites that are going to be age ups from the senior division that moved up into the master's division to play. So I think it's going to be closer to 60, and then day 1, I think they're going to move day 1 to day 2, probably like 45 to 50 players. So I think we're going to be right under that 9th round threshold, which is going to be like a 200-man, 8-round tournament, and 6 1-1s will bubble cup. That's where I think will actually happen. Now, granted, I don't know the Korean structure. I don't know the other Asia-Pacific structures. I know they have nationals, and like 1 player gets sent usually to their day 2s. So all of that is super unknown to me. But yeah, I guess there's a chance that I'm playing my two sets of Swiss rounds across Friday and Saturday. So as a spectator, probably going to be a blast for you to watch. As a player, I'm going to be shitting bricks the whole time. I don't know what I'm doing still. So that is what we know about the World Championship so far, guys. We're coming up on it. It's about a month and a half away. I'm really excited. I hope you guys are excited. I want to thank every single one of you guys for always supporting me on your end, because I could not be where I am without you guys. I'm just a guy who likes playing Pokemon, and all of you guys always send me such kind, supportive messages. And it means a lot. It means a lot as a guy who's just been playing Pokemon. So thank you guys, always. And hopefully the world goes well.